headed over to Mike's. One of the things that I've got to look into is the tires. They're old, they're losing their ridges, and I'm gonna need to get them replaced to stay safe. So that's one of the first things I need to do to make sure that the car is going down the road properly.
These tires, no telling how old they are. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that those tires are 20 years old.
Wow.
So there's a code on there that tells us.
Okay.
I would be all for not driving this car on a long trip.
Woohoo, I got new tires. Man, I got new tires. I'm so excited. Look how beautiful that tread is. Oh, I'm so glad to get those tires done. They were saying that one of the tires had 4 blisters on it, where the thread had actually separated from the belt. So this is something that moves definitely need to happen.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun.
Does your antenna go up and down?
Feeling with chase. I'm wide awake. Take me away now.
Today I'm headed over to pick up my junior high school English/Latin teacher, Mrs. Gillespie. She loves red cars. Loves red cars.
Kids don't care.
Oh, this is so fancy. Julia.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
All right, there you are. It's kind of like you're looking a little bit like Where's Waldo. Let me get buckled up. Oh, I need to show this. That's your
my car.
That's your pretty red car.
Yeah.
And that's a
Lincoln
Yeah.
MKZ.
Lincoln MKZ. How many miles?
7,200. And it's a 2012.
1912.
2012. MKZ, yeah.
Well, it's pretty. It's a Lincoln. Boy, you really went all out for that, didn't you?
Well, that's part of my bucket list.
I know. Well, what part of it was your bucket list? To have a red car or to have a Lincoln? Or
I have a red car.
Okay, so it could have been any type of car.
Well, no, not really. It was either going to be a Buick or a Lincoln.
Okay.
And I couldn't find the Buick red, but I wanted a red. So.
Well, this car was originally white.
Was it?
And the lady that bought it, when she first bought it, she only drove red cars, so she had the dealership paint it red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But isn't it? You like it?
I love it. I love it. You did well to do this.
It's fun. It's a fun car to drive. I say it's like driving a tank on the cloud.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Well, because it weighs 2 tons.
Oh, I just love it.
You know that your class, the only time I ever got kicked out of a class was your class?
No.
It was one of those days that the church was using the school, and we had to brown bag it to the back to the rooms. And so we got to the cafeteria to pick up our brown bag, went back to the room, and Buster Hoagland was sitting in front of me, and we were eating our sandwich, and I burped, and Buster turned around, and he was all shocked and all that. And I looked at Buster, and I said, Buster, don't you know that it's better to burp and taste it than fart and waste it?
Oh my goodness. No.
And so he was shocked.
I guess he was. I was too.
And And you were sitting at the front of the class, and I will have to admit, you were doing everything you could not to laugh. Because I don't know if it was so much what I said or if it was Buster's reaction. Anyway, you were holding it back, but you couldn't let me stay in the classroom. So you said, Julia, get your desk and go sit out in the hallway. And so I did. Well, that's the wrong thing to do because you're out in the hallway.
Right.
And all the other kids are coming back from getting their lunch or whatever, and they see you and they come up to you, hey, what'd you do? What happened?
You had to tell
And then,
them.
of course, I had to tell them. I look up, and here comes Mrs. White down the hall. And she looks at me, and she goes, Julia, you need to come with me, and we're going to go to the office. And then she dipped in and said, Dorothy, you need to come with me, too. And so then we go to the office, and she sat, I remember, as clear as day, I remember this. She sat on the front of the desk, looking down at me, and you were standing behind her, doing everything you could not to laugh. And young ladies don't talk like that. And I just thought, well, in my family we do because we think it's funny. We're going to go over here to lunch at the Feathered Cow.
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I've been here once before.
Yeah, it is.
But it's mainly like a sports bar type thing. And, but they've got burgers, chicken, there's grits, fried green tomatoes, butter fries, onion rings, green beans, mashed potatoes, rice, gravy, red beans, rice, coleslaw, side salad.
Fried green tomatoes and the grits and the onion rings. That's fine.
Well, you got one more.
Okay.
Coleslaw, side salad.
Side salad.
There you go. I hope you can remember that because I don't know what the hell you just said.
I don't either.
Oh, there you go.
I wasn't sure if I was going to see you.
Oh my goodness.
That's bigger than your head. Oh my gosh, look at that. I gotta take a picture. Whoa. Girl, I'm gonna get fat off of her. I'm concerned. Are you hungry?
Yes, I have to be.
Look at that.
I have some of this.
I got some. Look. I got mine.
Tomatoes,
Go for it.
green peppers. You want to taste it? Very good. This is one order
I
on the
know.
vegetable plate.
I know all
So
of
that
that.
should be half of that. Yeah.
I agree, but that's not how it works around here.
I've never seen anything like it.
No wonder we're such an obese country. Gee, Bonetti, all we got is food. All right, this little girl's got to go wanky tank.
Okay. I'll sit here and eat it. Be careful.
Why? Do you know something that I don't? Well, don't say that then. All right, here's the cool thing. I'm going to start this YouTube channel. Adriana is my very first subscriber.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm glad to be the first. Oh my goodness.
I'm going to cry. I am
cry.
so honored. I really am.
I'm from Mississippi. I still don't know what's out there in Mississippi. So for you to broadcast and let me know more about my home state, I'm definitely going to watch.
You and me both, baby. That's the girl. Peace out.
I was thinking the other day about, you remember Taylor Simmons? No, he was older than you.
No, ma'am.
But I think this was my first year at First Press.
Okay.
And we had a Bible teacher, Velma Cavanis. Velma.
I kind of remember her.
Anyway, they had Bible before they came to my class. And Walter Newman said, Miss Gillespie, Taylor just made Miss Velma cry. I said, why? What did he say? Well, we were talking about the scripture. And the scripture said, man cannot live by bread alone. And Taylor says, he must have peanut butter. I thought that was the funniest thing, and I could not keep from laughing.
I don't know why that's funny.
I said, peanut butter?
Who has has peanut butter? Jesus?
No.
Oh, okay.
Man cannot live by bread alone. He must have peanut butter. And I laughed. I could not help it. I just broke up.
Well, that is pretty funny. But is that why she cried? She was laughing so hard?
No,
Oh.
she was crying. It made her mad. It made her mad because he said it.
Well, after all these years, I have to apologize because I now realize that Latin is not a dead language.
I'm so glad. Oh, Julia, that makes me so happy.
I would have never, I guess in practical terms, you never really think about all the different words that come down from Latin in so many of the Romantic languages, so that years later when you're studying Spanish or you're in France and you see the root of a word, you know, and they're all the same, it's just slightly different.
Well, that's why they're called Romance languages.
That's right. But they all come from Latin.
Right.
I mean, I don't know much. I know Veni Vidi Vici and Amo Amas Amat, E Pluribus Unum and Sendai, Carpe Diem. All right.
Now
You
what?
got it?
Yeah, it's kind of a funky thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Hop out of my chariot, madam. Oh, it's always so good to see Ms. Gillespie. She is so funny, but I tell you what, make no bones about it. When I was in her class in junior high school, she was one tough teacher. Oh, man, she was tough. But that's what you need. You need good, tough teachers that will not let you slack. And she did not let someone slack. But she always had a great sense of humor. So you knew you could kind of ride trouble a little bit, but once you went too far, boy, she'd put down that hammer and you knew, okay, now it's time to get serious because Ms. Gillespie ain't playing no more.
Destiny brought us together, but then we messed it up. You stole my heart. You used to.
2 months later, he was dead, and he did this painting as one of his last paintings.